Hi. How you doing? I'm good.
Jordan, how are you?
Nice to meet you, Jordan. Anastasia.
Nice to meet you.
Summer in Harlem is off to another hot start, but it's not just the sun that's turning up the heat. This June, the candidates for New York State Assembly have been campaigning hard on the block, on social media, and in our mailboxes. When I started receiving mail from organizations I'd never heard of, like Moving Harlem Forward and New York Future, I got really curious about the entities who have taken an interest in this race. Campaign websites and literature are one way to get to know candidates, but nothing tops allowing them to speak for themselves. Jordan J.G. Wright, a fourth-generation Harlemite and our neighborhood's current assemblyperson, accepted my invitation for an interview and invited me to his inaugural basketball tournament called the Wright Classic. Just across the street, we caught up in front of the Take Care of Harlem mural on PS 197 to discuss his deep roots in Harlem, the work he's done during his first term in the Assembly, and his explanation for why billionaires have spent hundreds of thousands of dollars in this local primary election.
Hey everybody, I'm New York State Assemblymember Jordan J.G. Wright. I represent the New York State 70th Assembly District, my neighborhood, my community.
Assemblymember Wright.
Yes.
I have a few questions for you today.
Okay.
As you know, I already interviewed the other candidate in the race, so I'm really looking forward to hearing from you as well.
Okay.
I know you're from Harlem, born and raised.
Yeah.
That's the whole thing. Why do you live in Harlem now?
I live in Harlem now because, again, it's my home. It's what I've chosen to make my home. I went to college, came right back to New York City. I came right back to Harlem. There's no better place to be in the city of New York, in the United States of America.
Have you ever thought about living anywhere else?
I lived in London when I went abroad for a semester in college, but I came back here and I fell in love.
Because you have this rich Harlem legacy, right, and connections to your family, and I'm assuming family friends as well, I'm wondering, why Assembly? Why not council? Why not lead up a community organization? Why was that the route that you chose?
Well, I've always enjoyed helping the community at a state level. That means working on different policies. That means helping everything on the state level that I'm doing is going to affect the district as well, obviously. So going up to Albany, it's really impactful for me to be able to go up there, get to work for the community. The issues that get talked to me about here in the district are what I bring up to Albany. For example, I just passed some legislation recently regarding mobile barbershops. So young people who want to be entrepreneurs, have an entrepreneurial spirit, they can get a van. They're going to be able to get a van, follow all the health requirements, obviously, but open up a mobile barbershop so they can drive around, cut hair, help those who might be able to get to a barbershop, and be able to take their show on the road. And I think that's important for our community and important for Harlem. Because that's what we are. We're all around. We're always helping each other.
Is that something people were asking for?
I know my barber D was.
Oh my God, I never thought about that. A mobile barbershop. Because they do it with the braids. They will pull up on you. Although that may not actually be legal now that I think about it. I saw on some of the literature that I read that you were an educator.
Yes.
And I was a teacher / still am a teacher. What's your favorite thing about teaching?
I love teaching because I love to see the aha moment in a young person after you've taught them something. We're doing the Wright Classic today.
Okay.
I was also a basketball coach.
Okay.
The inaugural Wright Classic is a basketball tournament that we're doing here 3-on-3. And I love coaching basketball. I love coaching young people, teaching them how to shoot the ball, how to make a layup. And I love teaching young people history, the history of the United States of America.
Okay.
I love teaching them current events. They have to read the newspaper on their own and see what's happening in the world around them. So all these things, that's what I love about teaching and being an educator.
Are you good at basketball?
I like to think so, but it depends on the day. I'm not out there playing, so.
It counts to host. It counts.
Yeah.
Where do you live without telling us all your business?
Yeah.
And how long have you lived at that particular spot?
I've lived in that particular spot for about 3 years. I live in Strivers Row.
Okay.
It's really been an honor to call that my home. Neighborhood is great. You get a good mix of restaurants. You get a good mix of you got bakeries. You get a little bit of everything that you could ever ask for in the neighborhood.
Would you consider yourself to be a striver?
Always strive and prosper.
Okay, well, you brought up bakeries and restaurants, which is perfect for my next set of questions. I just want to do some quick, what's your favorite blank?
Okay.
All right, don't get yourself in trouble.
That's going to be impossible. I'll try my best. I love all of you. I love all of you.
What's your favorite place to go to brunch in Harlem?
Brunch? I love Amy Roof's.
Amy Roots. What's your order?
Order, I get the Keith L.T. Wright.
I was about to say, have they named anything after you yet? Okay, where do you like to go to happy hour?
Happy hour. I love Ponte Bistro.
What do you like to get there?
I like the Neo Cocoba. They got a steak that's delicious.
Yeah.
They got asparagus and mashed potatoes. It's my favorite thing to get when I come back from Albany.
Wait, that's what you get for happy hour?
Oh, happy hour. I'm sorry. In general,
I'm
that's what I
like
get for
steak and
dinner.
asparagus.
For the drink, I'm sorry. Let me rephrase. I got food on the brain, y'all. Sorry. The Little Africa.
Okay.
I love to get the Little Africa.
That's
a
the
beautiful
brown drink.
It has the rosemary in it. They light it on fire. It's a great vibe.
Yes, I love their lychee martini.
Mm-hmm.
I'm in there far too often.
No.
Okay, now this is one where you might get in trouble.
Get ready.
Do you go to church in Harlem?
I do.
And what church do you go to?
St. Philip's Episcopal Church. It's been my family church for over 100 years.
Where is that?
It's on 134th. Lennox
Okay.
Avenue. Between Lennox and 7th.
Would you say they have the best choir out of all the Harlem churches?
Ooh. Well, I will say the choir at Abyssinian is fantastic.
Yes.
However, my favorite choir in all of Harlem, if we're going to get into that, is the Mama Foundation.
Okay.
It's my favorite choir in Harlem.
Oh, okay. Not affiliated with the
Not
church.
affiliated with the church. That's my favorite choir in general.
Where is your favorite place to see art in Harlem?
The Studio Museum in Harlem. It's been my place for as long as I can remember. They just built a new building. It is beautiful. I think everybody should go in there.
Yes, it has been fantastic to see.
Yep.
And it's changing the landscape of 125th Street in a really interesting way too. Do you get your hair cut in Harlem when you're here?
I do, yes.
Okay, where do you go?
Cutters.
Cutters.
D's my barber. Shout out D.
Shout out
Best
D.
barber in Harlem. And I know you're watching this because I know you watch everything I do. Thank you, D.
Now, you're not always in Harlem because you have to go to Albany to do your job.
Yes.
When you're in Albany, what's the thing you miss about Harlem the most?
The thing I miss about Harlem the most, the people, the community, the sense of community, the sense of feeling, always walking the streets. Whenever I walk to work in the morning, constituents are always chatting with me, letting me know what they think, what they like, what they don't like, and that's what I miss the most. Because in Albany, we're doing a lot of legislating.
Yeah.
But here, the community, that's what I miss the most. That's why I'm here. That's who puts me in office, the community.
I imagine that Albany doesn't look like Harlem.
Little colder in the winter. Oh, you come on by anytime. Open invitation.
Thank you.
Office 532 in the LOB.
If I'm ever up there, I will ring you.
Please.
My last question for Jordan the man, outside of the work that you do, how would you describe your personal involvement in Harlem outside of work?
It's everything I do. I'm very happy to have grown up in a community where I had the Harlem Junior Tennis Program, the Harlem Junior Knicks, the Harlem Little League, and I love still going to those three organizations and more today to go see what the young people are doing, check on my old coaches, see how they're teaching the young people, and that's really, what helps me come up in this community and keeps you want to keep on pushing and keep going.
Did you play for the Harlem Jets?
I did not play for the Harlem Jets. They came after me. When I was growing up, there was a team called the Harlem Hellfighters that my brother played for.
I see.
But the Harlem Jets, shout out Johnny Cornelius, Harlem's own Dallas Cowboy, Harlem Jets alum.
Okay. I didn't know that. Thank you for hipping me to a little bit of Harlem history. I just got word that you passed A9058A. Do you know that bill by number?
Which?
Okay, that's the Legionnaires bill.
Legionnaires bill,
okay.
Right, absolutely.
I was like, I wonder if he knows the numbers.
Well, some of the numbers, they all begin to mesh. So
I can only imagine.
Yes.
Thank you for passing that.
Yes.
I'm wondering, how else does an assembly person impact changes in our day-to-day? I'm thinking specifically about the issues that are important to me, which is library services and fast and free buses. So
Absolutely.
How does an assembly person impact those things?
So I'm on the transportation committee. So I was happy to be able to put more money in to extend the pilot to try to see, the M116 that goes through our district, the district, our community. So that's important. Trying to get the mayor's agenda, make sure that, welcome to Harlem. Making sure that
I love that the bus showed up on cue.
There, absolutely. Making sure that our community is always having access to what everyone else might have access to. So, again, the mayor's agenda, making sure we get that through properly, making sure we can make sure we're working with him, because it's important that we're moving forward.
What about the libraries?
Libraries. So I was happy to get the most funding that we've had in the New York State budget for the Schaumburg Library. I serve on the libraries committee as well. So it's really important to me that a beacon of black culture like the Schaumburg, which is right down the block, is always thriving. It's always living to its fullest potential. So I was happy to get over $500,000 for funding for the Schaumburg Library this year.
I didn't know that the Schomburg was funded by the state.
Well, it's funded by a number of entities, and the
Okay.
state. And I'm happy as a state legislator to be able to take some state funding and give it to the Schomburg.
How many committees are you on? You said
Transportation, libraries, aging, economic development, racing, and wagering.
Okay, the
That's
gaming
5.
one. That's the last one, right?
Yes, that was interesting.
It was a baby bottle.
Yeah.
Maybe it fell
Hey,
out
baby.
the window. I don't know. Wow. I did go on your website to prepare for this interview, and I noticed that the key issues that you list, there's not a lot of detail. What are your top 3 issues that you're ready to fight for if you're reelected?
Absolutely. So, like I said, I passed the health. So for health and safety, the Legionnaires bill. There's more bills that I want to get through. I know Senator Claire was able to get, I believe, 4 or 5 bills in her package passed this year.
Wow.
So I want to help her get that done. I'm honored, actually, to be able to call Senator Claire a legislative partner of mine.
And I believe she endorsed you, right?
She did, yes.
Okay.
So the health and safety of my community, economic development, jobs, so the mobile barbershop bill that got through, that's important to me. And young folks, making sure that our young people are able to live full, live happy, and live free. So I have a bill that takes money from the mobile sports gambling apps and takes that funding and puts it into after-school programs. So those are 3 things that I want to fight for when I get in next year, and keep on fighting and doing more. And as you get more seniority in the assembly, obviously you get more stuff to do, and I look forward to being able to do that.
So, Assemblymember Wright, this is where I want to get into some little bit tougher questions.
Okay.
All right, I've got 2 for you. So the first is, if you're reelected, how would you work to increase the percentage of affordable units available to Harlemites in the new 145 development? And just to give you some context, your opponent said that he'd push for 50% of those units to be affordable. So can you comment on that?
Well, absolutely. One thing I will start with is that the 145 project is actually just a block out of the 70th Assembly District. So while it is Harlem, it does not hit the district that I'm currently running for re-election in. However, I will say I'm happy to work with the council member, and I'm happy to work with all the entities who are impacting that project to make sure that all the developments are going to be affordable for the Harlem community, and also making sure that, if you grew up here, you want to come to Harlem, if you want to live in Harlem at all, you can be able to afford to live in the 145 project.
I didn't know that it was 1 block out.
Yes.
Who does represent that area?
That's Assemblymember Al Taylor.
All right, I'm coming to him next. Last question. Part of why I'm interviewing you and why I already interviewed the challenger is because of the mail that I've been getting. Many of the flyers have been explicitly anti your opponent, but a few have been explicitly pro you. So 2 of those were from Moving New York Families Forward, which is funded by Mayor Bloomberg. And one was from New York Future, which was funded by FanDuel and DraftKings. Why are billionaires and billion-dollar companies with no clear ties to Harlem, as far as I know, investing hundreds of thousands of dollars into seeing you win?
Well, I'm running for New York State Assembly. I'm running my campaign. That's all I can do. I'm putting out my mail. It's election season, and a lot of mail is going to be going in the mailbox either way. Those entities, I don't know what they've got going on. One thing I do know is I'm running as hard as I can. I just finished a tough legislative session in Albany. We got a budget through. It was very late, and I want to make sure that all the funding that I'm getting from my community is going to benefit my community properly. But I'm running my race. I'm doing what I can. Other entities, I can't speak for what they're doing, but all I know is I'm running my race and doing the best I can.
Okay. You did say that you wanted to take some money from mobile gambling apps and invest it in the youth. Do you think that might be part of the reason why these gaming companies are sending out mailers on your behalf?
I have no idea.
Okay. I want to make sure you have the last word.
Okay.
So is there anything else you want the constituents to know?
Thank you so much for having me. I'm New York State Assemblymember Jordan Wright. Honored to live in this community. I'm the president of the Manhattan Young Democrats, so I want young people to be always thriving. And beyond everything else, I want to make sure you get out and vote on June 23rd. Early voting starts on June 13th. Make sure you get out and vote. Once again, Election Day is June 23rd. Polls will be open until 9 p.m. Make your voice heard, Harlem, and do the right thing. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome.